Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Engineer's Life 2. As you can see here, I'm pretty much just doing a whole bunch of mining. This is the results of what I ended up, just going through. I had to repair my pick probably a couple, 3 times. I had to return back once or twice because I forgot some stuff that I needed. But it turned out to be a pretty good run. I found a couple mob spawners, some really strange mobs along the way. But it was a pretty good adventure, nothing really too fantastic to talk about there. But in the future, perhaps I will, expand a little bit more on what there is down below. But for now, I think that should probably catch you up with where I left off. So now that montage is done, you can see that I am back in base. I have done a little bit of stuff here. The sun is setting. It's getting dark outside. I don't mind so much, but I did a little organizing. I realized that these are just this is still my temporary base, but honestly, I was just amassing too much stuff. I don't have a lot of good building materials. I mean, when you look at this, it's looking pretty meh as far as wood and just regular blocks and stuff. I mean, I've got 43 cobblestone. There's not a lot to go on. So I feel like I still need to stay in one of these bases, and I can always transport things, like I said, with the storage crates if need be. But I kind of sorted my tools and stuff, my wood and mundane items, the seeds and trees, and then mob drops and other stuff. I also found that the Woodcutter from Charm is pretty darn cool. You can make things from a single block, so it really does save a recipe. Because otherwise, if you look up oak bookshelf, it pretty much is a lot of materials, and you do get 2 of them. But I mean, it's a lot of materials to do that. Or you can just put it in the Woodcutter, and you straight up make one from a single block, and you skip all those steps. And I can put that there. And I can open this up and I can put these in here. I don't know if the blueprint goes in there. No, it doesn't. But at least I can put some items in here, and they render on here. It's Builders, Crafts, and Additions, I guess is what it is. And you can see that my view is now currently up here is where my here's what you're looking at is listing. But I moved it over specifically because you also notice that the numbers are gone on the side. I saw people say I like the numbers. I saw people say I don't like the numbers. I fidgeted around with the settings by bringing up P, going into the UI settings, and I ended up switching some things on and off. If you want to see what the settings are, I didn't really do too much in here, but this way at least you have some point of reference in case you wanted to do something yourself. But if I place blocks, let's place some cobblestone here, you'll start seeing the XP will show up, as well as a little bar and so on. So that's, instead of having the entire series of numbers up there showing you that I have stuff coming up or whatnot, it is just those specific items that I am currently building up and increasing will show up. If I run, you can see my agility is going up right now. You want to see something cheaty? If you want to get your wood crafting level up, get empty hands, sneak and stand close to a chest, and just hold right click. There you go. And I am now wood cutting by picking up and placing a chest. The reason that this is doing it is because I'm actually effectively chopping a chest, breaking and placing it. At least I think it's just breaking it. I don't think that it's counting as placing a block, or else my building would go up as well. Let's put this back here. But you can see my wood cutting went up quite well there. But you'll probably get a lot more just from harvesting an entire tree that has grown. I did find a little problem. Now it is nighttime and stuff, but over time, these potatoes haven't grown at all. I mean, every one of them is still at 0%. I've got light, I've got water, and the sugar cane, this is unheard of, has been outgrowing the potatoes because they're at least growing. It's pretty darn crazy. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yay, look at those agility numbers popping up. So little things that I did in between. I did not increase my armor or anything. Obviously, I took some hits on the armor that I am wearing, but I did change I broke the iron pick I had because I didn't convert it into like one of these versions here that you can like upgrade and stuff. So I ended up upgrading my other one to a regular iron pickaxe with an improved handle. I did change my axe into an iron cutter matic. Reason being, I wanted to make it an adze head, which an adze is an axe and a shovel. And on the back, I was thinking I could have something like a hoe, and then I'd have 3 tools in one, which would be fabulous. But there's a slight problem with that. If I do that, when you place like an axe in with some wood to turn it into like wood or sticks or something like that, it didn't count it, the adze head. So therefore that didn't really pan out so well. So I switched it back to an iron axe at one end and an adze at the other end, which is still an axe and a shovel. So this is basically an axe and a shovel in one. You can see that it's got like 2 levels of shovel, 3 levels of axe. And it's going to be useful for converting the wood planks on me, as well as just chopping things and digging stuff while I'm off mining. I heard that husk out there. I ended up getting one of these like crossbows. Yes, you can upgrade and change these out as well. Got it from a mob drop. I just thought it'd be cool. The sword that I got from the bandit last episode just had unbreaking on it. So I'm using it as a cutting tool up here for the table for when I upgrade things. Sometimes it requires leather or something like that, and it requires a cutting implement of that sort, like a knife. This would count. And then I have an axe here, just a stone one, for when I'm upgrading like wooden handles and stuff. You need to have something to chop the wood handles with, and that's what this is here for. And then of course the hammers are for most upgrades, and this is just because I don't want it on me. Now if you want to see everything that I got from that last mining run, there you go. That's quite a lot of stuff. I got a ton of coal, which is great. I got a little bit of diamonds, which is also very nice. Some lapis. I got an enchanted book with gourmand. Food is more nourishing and satisfying when consumed, which I think is really interesting because I really need that in this pack. I also killed a bunch of fish. You can see here I just swam over there in the river and killed a bunch because there was a huge spawn amount, and I was like, hey, why not? You know, I need food. I'll grab some, because my food supplies were actually starting to get low after the that last kind of run through. I don't know that I have space. I do have space up there. Let's put this blueprint in here. There we go. But you can see that I got like gold, iron, sand, and most of the sand I got was from drops from the mob spawners. I got infested stone as well, which that's going to be scary if I put that in my stone box by accident. Bone blocks, which is great. So I have tons of bone meal. I might end up needing that to grow my crops for now. Bunch of just your normal stuff, some heads. I did find a nether portal, but water had poured into it and it negated the portal. So that was really sad. But I did grab the blackstone and a little bit of netherrack. I didn't grab everything because I was afraid that if I stepped in the middle, it still might portal me. And I think I was like, no, that's not part of a mining adventure. That's going into the nether. So I figured I'd do that in the future. Got some uranium, nickel, silver, lead, bauxite, copper, yellowite, and of course a ton of iron. It's pretty darn good. Plus I got natron crystals and rock salt crystals, which I think are used because it's vanilla food pantry for making foods. And I found that one cave centipede that you might have seen the image of in the montage. That sucker is scary, but you can make some cave centipede leggings out of it, and it enables wall climbing, which is funny and creepy at the same time. I did get a better set of horse armor, so I upgraded my pony, and I found some blobfish. They're very creepy, but what can I say? And then I just have my regular valuables in here. So I'm going to take a moment and sort all of this stuff into the respective chests that I currently have, so that I can better find stuff now that you've seen the amount of loot that I have gathered from my run. And there we go. That should pretty much take care of that. And as you can see, I've got a couple blast furnaces out here. I figure it's probably just a good idea for me to get a set of iron ore going, because I would really like to have a complete set of armor. as well as a shield perhaps, and so on. It's been a bit touch and go with fighting ranged enemies without a shield, as well as just not a higher level of armor. I do want to keep... Okay, I'm smithing. I do want to keep my diamonds for now. I don't want to use them for armor. And putting them on my tools means that I might have to also repair the tools from those diamonds. So let's get back into questing here and see what we can come up with. I've got a bunch of stuff still to do in lots of different areas. An oak bedside table. That could be cool. I mean, that's just one item, but that's not leading anywhere. I feel... Let's actually go to some quests that lead somewhere. I did get the smoker last episode. Got the bricks. Skip that. The clinker brick blocks. Let's see. Kiln. Blast furnace. Oh, right. 3 blocks of gold. I am smelting the wrong things. I need gold nuggets and some gold ore. So let's see. 3 blocks would be... Ooh, pretty. 27 gold ore, which I could put in here. Let's take this out, let that finish burning up what it's got left. There we go. And that'll take a little bit of time for me to get through that, but that's okay. I don't mind. Where did all my... Oh, my iron's been going into my inventory. Look at all those mythic levels going up. Once I get to level 10, I think I could actually start salvaging some stuff, which I'm interested how that might work. Iron ingots. I have one. You're going to need a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I bet. I'm going to take some of the food that it has. I actually have a food chest now. I converted that into this, and it's in my offhand. I hate that it just gives things to me in my offhand. But let's continue on here. And oh, I did see zombies with mining helmets. You can actually make them. But the lighting on it isn't the best. It's kind of clunky. It's not like what do you call it? Doesn't matter. It doesn't give you a smooth lighting effect. It lights up every like second or something like that as you walk, so it gets a bit jittery at times. But let's continue on. That would be cool to try it out though and see if it's improved. Flint and steel. That probably be useful. A trowel from Quark. If you're not familiar with this, it's really cool. You just use it, and as you use a trowel, like let's say that this sword is a trowel, as I right click on the ground, any blocks that are in my hotbar, it randomly pulls them out, so you can make random patterns when building. It's really good. Alright, let's see what else we have to go on here. I did get some redstone, which gives me a little bit of some food. Redstone lanterns. What is out there? At least now I know what direction I'm going, or do I? I'm curious. This has a cogwheel that usually unlocks something else. Maybe, oh, to boldly go. Interesting. Okay, so that's something. So each one of these cogwheel ones unlocks something in a different chapter, which I think is pretty darn important in some ways. Let's see. Lunchbox. Well, that would be nice to actually have multiple slots for my food. But it seems... What, I can't get this yet? Oh! Reason, don't pin it. I just pinned that. Unpin. There we go. Is because it locks in from over here. We've got food book. The food book gives you information about your diet diversity score. Lists all the foods that you have eaten in the past that are currently contributing to your diversity. Gives your current diversity score. Describes the benefits you are currently experiencing. Can be bound to a key in keybind, so you do not need to carry the book. Oh, neat. Okay. So what is it for that? A potato and a book. Well, I think I've got a piece of leather, and I should have some sugar cane for some paper, if the recipe is the same. I have no idea if it is. Let's just make sure there's no other... What is that? Hand scraper? The veggie way? A bamboo sheet? Interesting. There's also sawdust, and of course just sugar cane. But yeah, book. Make it. And then I need a potato. Do I have any? Yes. Okay, in my backpack. Do this plus this equals food book. And that unlocks that quest there. I get a wooden coin. And then it allows me to make lunch bags. Gives me a stone coin. The lunch bag allows you to store food to be fed on while maxing diversity gains. Shift right click to open its inventory, allowing you to load it with food. Then when you're hungry, right-clicking with the lunch bag in your hand will feed you with the best food to maximize your diversity. Oh, that's cool. Instead of it just like randomly picking one out of there, it takes one that will give you the best benefit for increasing your diversity score. And of course there's a lunchbox. Oh, which takes your lunch bag. Nice. Okay. So let's take a look at the lunchbox or lunch bag recipe. What? That's not the lunch bag recipe. It doesn't want to show me. Let's try typing it in. Recipe for this. Ah, okay. So that's just a bunch more sugarcane. Let's grab some of that. I think I've got enough. 6 of those should do, because that'll give me 6 pieces of paper. There we go, lunch bag. And then I just need some iron, which I already have that. And as the quest completed up on the top, let's just do this. And that gives us the lunchbox as well. Nice. Get the stone coin, and this gets me, I don't even know what kind of coin that is. Copper coin, maybe? The lunchbox acts as a lunch bag, but with an expanded food carrying storage. Nice. And then there's a golden lunchbox. Ooh. Of course there is. I'm going to need to smelt up more gold because I don't want to mess that up. Let's grab a bunch of these, put these in here and smelt that up so I can use it. Because I was going to use this gold to make, let's do this, blocks of gold. And that means I have that for the Great Wealth task down here. I feel like I should start collecting up some wealth to use in future travel and trade. Now, there is a bug, by the way. In the current version I'm in, there is, if there's any kind of, not the immersive engineering, but the decor version of the crates and stuff like that, don't put stuff in there. Because if you put stuff in there, and I believe if you break it, the stuff gets deleted. It should be fixed in the next version, but for now, just use the regular immersive engineering stuff. Don't use any engineer's decor items for storage. They will void them, or have potential to. So be careful about that. Do I have enough? Yeah, I've got enough for this now. So I can take the lunchbox, and I can upgrade that to a golden lunchbox. I've got a golden lunchbox. There we go. And then when I open this, sneak right click. Oh, look at all the foods it can hold. So I put this in here, this in here, this in here. Let's see, what other foods do I have? Oh, I could cook up some raw mutton, raw bacon, raw calamari. Can I just cook that into roasted squid? I sure can. Let's do that. And I don't want to cook everything that I've got. I do have some beetroot soup and stuff. Let's actually take some of these, like the raw bacon, because it goes right on the campfire. That's beautiful. I love it. Because if it wasn't that way, I'd be a bit disappointed. Grab some of the coal from here, put it in the smoker. We can cook up some calamari on the smoker while I'm waiting for these things to cook. Alright, that's quite a lot of food that I've got stored in there right now. I'm making sure that I'm only using things that I know I'm not too worried about. I have no idea how these are going to work with the bowls. I might still get the bowl back. I don't know. That's really curious. Can I put the food book in there? No, of course not. But at the very least, now when I open up my backpack, I have this access. And I do have some extra torches here, so I might as well just pull those out right now, because I use them up. Got red dye in my hand here. Put that into this weird chest. I'm pretty happy about this now, because I actually can use my backpack for other things besides food. I haven't yet to see any Endermen out in the world, or else I would have tried killing them at this point. So I can't expand my hollow sphere. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, the hollow sphere that you get, I think I mentioned this already, from Tetra. You can upgrade it with Ender Eyes to turn it into a scanner, so that when you are near or out and around, when you've got it in your hand, whether it be your offhand or your regular hand, it will start scanning every few seconds or something like that, depending on what you have set up for the underground structures of Tetra, thus allowing you to kind of upgrade some of your tools and weapons to higher levels if you're able to find the right stuff and the right structures. Anyway, let's get a little bit more food. All right, it's time to... Oh, wait. I can't make an iron helmet? What is it for an iron helmet? Oh, iron plates, which are made with either an engineer's hammer or metal press. Oh, okay. All right. What about chainmail? 3 of those and 2 chains. Which is kind of funny. That's what, 2? And that's 2. It's actually kind of cheaper, I guess. I mean, what is it for chains? Yeah, it's slightly cheaper, and it's the same protection. Smithing XP is better. The crafting XP is better. The smithing... Really? All this stuff is... Wow. Okay, the chainmail stuff is actually better. Let's look at chainmail stuff. This is 422 for everything. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then what about the iron armor? That is 2.511. Yeah, so it's a lot better for earning XP for other stuff. Oh, so what if I look up leggings? This might give me an idea of how good or bad stuff. Yeah, diamond gives you a boost in magic. Gold gives you a boost to endurance and mining. Oh, so this is a better mining set. That's interesting. Netherite doesn't give you anything. Well, I mean, doesn't give you any super bonuses on there, but it is really good in itself. Steel leggings, smithing, combat, and endurance. That's interesting. That's kind of a mixture of stuff. Smithing, combat, endurance. Oh, no, wait, it's the same thing. 612. Huh. So it's weird. If I want to progress in combat, chainmail looks like it's one of the better ones. And then you've got some of these other legging sets or armor sets that might not be in there. Eternium, Crystallite, Thalassium, Terminite. Okay. Interesting stuff. Maybe I'll make myself a chain hat and chain shoes. And then I'll just wear out the iron leggings that the iron stuff that I currently have. I could do this. So let's do this and make a bunch of iron chains. Let's see. I think, what is it for each piece? Chain. This I need 2 for that and 2 for that. So I'm going to need 4 total. There we go. And then I can do a hammer. I need to make the immersive engineering hammer. There we go. 1 engineer's hammer. Then take that plus this. Oof, these are expensive things. So that 3 of them should get me the helmet, and then an additional 2 more should get me the shoes, or the boots as it is. And I can put this in my tools chest for now, and then I can put on the... Oh wait, I need to actually craft the armor. This is actually kind of interesting. It makes you appreciate the different armor types a little differently. In the previous version, they had it so that you just couldn't wear stuff, you know, per tier. But now, I'm getting like combat experience and smithing XP that's better, and endurance that's just better than my iron stuff. But I'm still gaining some iron benefits. Like I've got 14 armor right now. I could get, what is it for the boots? 1 more armor for the iron? Yeah, 2 and 1. So I could be getting like 1 more better armor for this entire set, because the chain helmet is just the same. I think it just has less durability or something like that. So this isn't too bad. Kind of like the best of both worlds in a way. I don't see any trouble coming outside. There are some nights that it's been like just constant of these gusters running around, and bandits and skeletons, and just everything is out there, and I've slept the night away, but not tonight. Oh hey, look at that. The next quest was an engineer's hammer. And I get the RTFM and iron plates. I get another cake. That's great. I keep forgetting that I've got a cake here. This item frame is perfect because I wanted to put on here something to identify what is in the chest. There we go. I would have liked to have done it to those as well, but I didn't really want to spend that much leather and sticks at the moment. So let's continue on with this. Iron plate. Clang, clang, clang. I can make so much with this, which allows me to make things like armor, which... Oh, it wants me to make a complete set. Maybe in the future. Maybe not right now. Oh, a bucket. And I get a bucket for a reward? That's actually not bad. What is it for a bucket? I should have clicked on that to see. Yeah, I kind of figured it was three plates. Yeah, there's a... What is that? Iron beams from Embellish Craft. Interesting. Okay. I should have grabbed this hammer again. This is going to be a thing. I might actually make another one of these racks and put it on here. Do I have those? Oh, don't do that. That was bad. There we go. I'll grab this. 1, 2. And maybe it's on the sides. There we go. Another rack. So I could just put this hammer right on the front of the crafting table, because obviously that's going to be a thing I'm going to need. 1, 2, 3 to make a bucket. I can put this back on the... Okay. That's not a good thing. Let's not do that. Please. Can I sneak right click? Can I sneak click on there? You're gonna be difficult, aren't you? I'm clicking on the other sides and it okay. The front? No. This is so weird. It's acting so strangely. Okay, maybe I don't do this for this hammer, because I know it does. It will rotate objects that are nearby. So maybe I just keep it in this tool chest after all. Getting back to making a bucket. Simple enough. Now I can transport liquids, which would have been really nice while I was down underground. Carry so many liquids in this bucket. Yes, give me a second bucket, please. And a planter can grow crops anywhere without water. Oh. That might be pretty useful if I wanted to keep like some specific stuff. Again, what is this? Some kind of little pizza? Planter requires a water bucket. I don't think that the bucket gets used though. Used for growing crops without a water source block. Now you can grow them even in the nether, and you won't have to worry about animals trampling your crops. Wait a minute. Is that what the problem is? That the horse is trampling the crops? Nah, because they would have popped up. Oh, there's a bandit. Oh, he's got purple particles. What's he got going on here? Come here, dude. What is your dude? What's your name? Arcane Desert Bandit? Do you have something special about you? You drop an XP bottle of enchanting. Okay. And you had a weird glowy looking sword. That's pretty neat. I wonder what else those guys drop. But for now, put it in the drops box. And I've got food put in. Not that. Food. And there is an immersive engineering manual, by the way. This is highly recommended that you read this. It's actually got lots of references to RTFM. I think it might be in immersive engineering. Here we go. Yeah, RTFM, the first advancement. Read the frickin' manual. That's pretty much what it stands for. I'm going to put it in here for now, though. I'm pretty sure Akashic Tome was in here, but I also think that there is some kind of reward for that. Or, quest progression. Okay, so there's a couple things that I wanted to get done before the end of the episode, and I think we're getting pretty close to it at this point. What is that? Oh, that's another one of those darn gusters outside. This actually is a really good, perfect timing for it. Let's put this iron sword in here. I'm going to want to try and upgrade this thing. I'm going to want to make it into a heavy blade, I think. And we're going to use some iron, craft that up, and it's rather slow. It's brought it from 1.6 speed to 1.25, so that's much slower, and it's only 6.5 damage. So we're going to want to add in a counterweight, maybe? Is this gonna... that increases the durability and the speed slightly. What about... I like the cobblestone better, actually. Let's see if we can grab some other blocks, and perhaps we can get some other effects on here. I have no idea. So let's click in here, and we're still on the pommel counterweight. So let's see this one here. I hear that guster out there. It's just begging for me to just come over and just smack it. I think cobble is actually going to be the best thing right now. The hilt itself, I think I want to... Wait, makeshift iron guard. Remove that module. Yeah, I don't mind that the durability goes down as long as the speed goes up a bit. Or is it better with like a 4-finger ring? Oh, that increases the speed back up again, but that's more integrity than I have available. So I think what I might do is just remove the module to start with, and then the hilt itself, we might be able to upgrade that. Is iron going to help? That's just going to slow it down. Did we have regular wood planks? No, we don't. In fact, let me grab this. I can make a little bit of wood, and then that might make a difference. I don't know. In fact, I might also take one of these and chop that just to see if that's going to be any better or worse. And we're going to go kill that guster. But the flimsy hilt, let's see. Both of these reduce the speed. That's not what I was hoping for, and that iron does not help much either. So I think I'll just keep it as a flimsy hilt for now, I guess. But it's still better than an iron sword because it's 6.5, a tiny bit slower. I do have a bunch of stuff that I need to put away now. Let's put all these back in here. And I like to keep the iron on me so that I can repair things. It just seems to be really important that way. There we go. And of course, I don't hear the guster anymore. So I don't think it's still here. I see something red on the mini-map over here. I don't see anything there though. It's down underground? Is there... Well, that goes that way. I don't think that's the mob I'm looking for, but I do see a guster over here. That might be the same one, and it just kind of wandered off. Let's go see about... Oh, there's a crow. Dang. Right, hello you. Yes. We're just going to... Oh! How come you're not dying so quick? There's 3 of them now. Jeez. Went from 1 to 3. Oh god, I'm getting spun. Okay. It's a little bit better. I don't know if it's that much better. I did kind of take a hit. Let's try eating something from the lunchbox. It worked. That's good. I'm going to leave those gusters alone because I think that they're still going to be a better option than this sword, but it is better than it was. And we can always upgrade it with better materials as we progress. There was something else I wanted to take a quick look at. Really? Did it just come? Whoa, it's right there. Oh, good. Stop it. Both of you. Wow. They're just bringing sand to my front door. That was a bit crazy. Sorry if I got people a bit seasick there. Let's put this in here and drop off the guster eye that I can check into in a minute. I just wanted to have a quick peek at the food diversity book. 3.47. Oh, foods eaten. Pretty sure I've eaten more than just that, but I would imagine not everything is going to work in this. Whoa, this is crazy stuff. Okay. Current food diversity 3.47. I'm guessing that I need to diversify a bit more than that. Which I will probably do. Actually, my hunger is still a little bit low. There we go. There was one other thing I wanted to get into, and that was a bit of fishing. I did get the rewards from that already, and yes, I did see that there's an iron saw which we can use to... They're weaker than axes and are able to be crafted from iron, gold, or diamond. However, their main use is a crafting tool to create wooden planks and sticks. Vanilla recipes for wooden planks and sticks now require a saw or axe, but the yield produced is doubled when using a saw. So I might end up switching my... I might actually have an iron matic. I don't know, but we'll get into that, I think, next time. What I wanted to do was look at this here, fishing. I wanted to get into this. I need to make a fishing rod. Looks simple enough, just some string and some sticks. So let me get a few of those, a couple of these, because I've got a river right next to me, and I figure, you know, if the river's right there and I need food variety, often I can get loot and goodies from that. And already I'm getting some goodies that way. A wooden fillet knife. Or is it a fillet knife? I don't know. No. Sure sounds a lot better than eating a whole fish, scales and all. Pretty much a sharp stick. Yep. It gets me a bunch of good stuff. Let's take a look at it. Stick with a couple of planks on it. I can do that. And then it's going to tell me that I'm going to need to update that to a better knife, I'm sure. But this is so you can convert things like, where are they? Like the fish. Like this one here, let's grab it. And I think if I take this and the fish, yep, I got a raw fish fillet, which is great. But I don't know that that's what I want to do just yet, because I'm going to follow the quests and get all these goodies, which I got a random reward there, white dye. Disappointing, but still free stuff. Stone fillet knife, iron fishing rod, which I think, yeah, I have to make a better one already, which I think I definitely will. I just need a little bit more of the string. And I don't know that... Wait a second, what is it for the iron fishing rod? I need a stick, so let me grab that. If you hear snarling in the background, it's because my pupper Zoe is playing with a dog toy. I'm not about to stop her if she's having a good time. So there we go. I now crafted that up. And if you look here, the craft XP value just for crafting the item, that's the things that you get XP in, smithing and crafting in this case. Huh. Oh, salvages. Nice. Okay. So, do I salvage? I can't remember how to salvage things. I'll have to look that up in the instructions again. But I could salvage that or something with, I'm sure, some kind of salvaging table. Probably an anvil or something like that. There we go. I'll take some extra iron. I get my iron back. That was nice. Golden fishing rod, when you're the best fisherman around. And then, of course, there's diamond fishing rods and so on. A stone fillet knife should be better than cutting open a fish with a sharp stick. And so on. And the better ones will get you... I don't know if they get you better amounts or not. But it's something to work towards. And, of course, Neptune's Bounty. You can fish these up in underground. But the next important things I need are worm farms and a tackle box. Worm farm, I'm gonna get, I'll be right back. Let me grab all this stuff. There we go. One worm farm. And yes, nighttime came and there are phantoms about. Go away! Gosh, this guy's just, well, they're very cute. He's gonna just get into my stuff and eat all my food. So, no. See? He just tried stealing my stuff. Gosh. Darn thing. And now I can't close the... There it goes. Okay. Gosh. Darn raccoons getting into everything. Alright. Well, so I got some more food, which is great. What I want is a tackle box and bait. These are the two things that I'm looking to make. That's a lot of iron and a little bit of green dye or some kind of algae or kelp. Alright, let me get these materials. I'll be right back. Alright, so I smelted up some cactus into this cactus paste stuff, which it's kind of weird. It's used for making Midori blocks, but also you can just recraft it a second time and get green dye, which I think is what all I need it for. Then we can make the tackle box. Nice. Which is good. I can put this down, open it up, you can put your fishing rod in there and you can add stuff onto it, as well as put any kind of other fishing gear in here. I don't think that the fishing rod itself would go, but you can put like extra hooks or things like that inside. It's kind of cool that it actually has a little visible interior as well. But let's continue on with this real quick. Grab that random reward from that, and then bait. Bait is going to be made in the little worm bin, but we need that for our stuff here. Works like composter loaded with vegetables or fruit, but it produces worms to use as bait. So, usually kelp is really good for the, I got dark concrete paving. That's actually pretty cool. Look at that. That's going to go into the floor somewhere. That's pretty good. Put that away. But if I have this worm farm over here, and I put stuff in it, I can get worms from it. You know what? These potatoes are not growing because they're all dead for some reason. Potatoes. And I'm breaking them all without the right tool. I need an axe to do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just lost half my potato crop. Let's try putting these in here. And there we go. And then I just click it back out and I get a whole bunch of worms. That's great. Okay. Gate. Which honestly is better than the potatoes that weren't doing anything before. And I can use these as bait for the fishing tackle box. Let's do this. Put those on there. Extras go over that side. but I also am going to need more than that. Let's continue on. Besides the bait and the tackle box, I'm going to want a bobber, which is just a couple of clay balls and a nautilus. Well, I guess I don't have to have a bobber. I mean, that's just something that it displays. You can like change the color of it and stuff. I am going to want some kind of hook. Now there's there's regular hooks, 20% chance to not use durability when applied to a rod. Gold hook increases luck when applied to a rod, which I think is really important. A diamond hook incurs a 50% chance to not use durability when applied. A light hook allows a rod to cast farther when applied. A double hook allows a chance to catch two things at once when applied to a rod, which is similar to the gold hook. You know, if you're looking for stuff. In this case, it could be good just for getting more things per casting. Increase the amount of time allowed to reel in a fish when applied to a rod. Ooh. And then there's a note hook. Plays a note when a fish is about to bite when applied to a rod. So you can kind of not really pay too much attention. And another star one, 50% chance to not use durability when applied to a rod, as well as increases the rod's luck. Nice. I think I want to do a double hook, which is just 2 iron hooks, just a bunch of iron nuggets. So let's see, iron nuggets, I've got those, and then I can do this, and I put them next to each other, and I get that, and I can put this on here. Excellent. And then I've got my iron fishing rod, which has been crafted from that other stuff. You can always put it back in here, change it back up. By putting a bobber on here, you then get a bobber color that you can customize. You can add like dye to it and stuff like that. And then the line itself you can actually color as well. But I'm not too bothered about that because that's just aesthetic, and I'm not going to worry about it. I think I can actually mine this, right? Yes, with a pick. And it should keep its contents, so then I can take it with me and go fishing. Let's go over here by this riverbed here. It's actually kind of a nice area. I can see that there are fish in it already. I'll put this down. Actually, let me set this in place and then do a cast, and we can see how this turns out for just the first cast or two before we finish this off. And already I've got a fish coming in. There we go. And I got a puffer fish. Now, it doesn't guarantee that I'm going to get double stuff every time. It just increases the chance for it. You saw I only got the 1 pufferfish. And it doesn't mean that it's going to, make everything go faster either. Enchanting rods is really what you want to do for that, to try and make them a little bit more, well, effective. An enchanting table would really be a good idea. I know where I can find some obsidian because I found that abandoned nether portal downstairs. And there we go. I got another fish. But let's just put this here for now. You can see I'm getting some extra food. I might end up getting some good items. I have a chance of getting Neptunium treasure chests, which have Neptunium goods in them, which are like better than diamond. So that's something that I'm probably going to do between episodes. So if you all enjoyed this video and you're, thinking of watching some more in the future, please be sure to give a like. Comment down below, give a subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can see when more episodes are coming out. And don't be afraid to stop by on Twitch. We stream probably about 3 times a week on average, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.